As you can see, I'm out on the bank, down at Crayfish, new syndicate, new lake buzz. It's actually my second session. It is now April the 16th or something, I think. Yeah, did a session on my own, no filming, no cameras, and managed 3 bites with 1 fish. Actually lost 2, which is a bit sad. Giant plane going over my head right now. So they come past every 60 seconds or something stupid, but you get used to it, it's not too bad. There's the rods sitting out there. But yeah, chose this swim. There are fish in the swim that I was fishing last week. Like I said, I did a session in there, did no filming, just wanted to enjoy the first session, embrace it all. Proper buzzing about that session, like to get one under my belt, but sadly lost a couple to a snag. There are fish over in that swim now, but wasn't feeling to go back in there really after that last session. It is like a bit of a flyer. There's a lot of people that fish that swim, and generally I like to stay away from those places. So yeah, chose not to fish for the fish that I saw up there, which is, some may say, is a bad move, but I did see a fish show in front of this swim last time I was here, so chose to fish this swim, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. I've got one to the left, there's some snags around there that I'll show you in a bit, and then one down to the right, there's some snags to my right as well. Nice deep margins in here. Not seen anything yet, but the wind's trickling in here. It's only a small lake, so it takes quite a bit of wind to actually make a difference on this lake, but with the breezes coming in, sea fish here last week, so yeah, see what happens tonight. The bites seem to be early evening and into night and early morning, so daytime's a bit quiet, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Looking good. Right, so just had a little walk down the margin, quite close to me, sort of where I'm fishing, but a little bit further in. See if there's anything in and out of the snag. Couldn't see anything, so I walked back to the swim, walked out to the jetty where my rods are, just slowly, and as I'm standing there looking in the edge, big carp's just literally just swum right underneath my rod tips and then over towards the right hand snag. Oh, there's a kingfisher. So yeah, mega. So they're here, not here. They're here, but there's a fish here. So fucking planes. So yeah, rod to the left in a nice little snaggy bay, and one down to the right, and the fish came across from the left to the right, so that's good enough for me. So yeah, happy days. At least I've seen something in this area, because you know I know I've seen fish in that swim I was in last time, but I just don't want to fish it. But now I've seen one again in here. Happy days. Rods are set, bait's out. We'll see what tonight brings, but yeah, I'm buzzing now. I'm proper buzzing now. It looked like a good fish as well. It was probably like 4 foot down, and I could just make out its back swimming along. But it's quite thick, quite a good fish. Definitely upper 20, if not low 30. It's happy days, yeah, sweet as. All to play for now. I'm going to sit, have a beer, enjoy the rest of the evening, hopefully. Bites have been coming just into dark, so you never know. Hopefully that fish goes and finds its friends and brings it into the spot. Come on, get up. So just to let you all know, I've bait and poled both rods out. Don't know if I said before. One to the left, one to the right. A bit of crumb boilie that I can show you later, and a bit of hemp and corn, or hemp and maize. Obviously, crayfish are probably starting to wake up. I've seen a few live swims in the like in and out of the traps. Pulled in a couple of the traps, and there's like a handful of crays in there, and they're quite active. So got plastic hook baits on. I've got rigs that reset themselves, so that if the crays do play around with the rig, it's resetting as best as it can with crayfish. But yeah, it's just a part and parcel of the lake, so got to get used to it, got to adapt. It's not too bad. Got some plastic hook baits that have been soaking in the Heaven bait soak for a while now, knowing that I was going to join it. It's been soaking for, well, best part of a couple of months in a pot. I've got different types of corn, floating, sinking, tiger nuts, light imitations, dumbbells, 12mm pop-ups, like all sorts of different options of hook baits in there, all soaking in Heaven at the moment. All different colours, shapes and sizes, so plenty of options for hook baits. At the moment I'm just fishing two like washed out pink corn. They're like slow sinking ones on one rig, and on the other one I've got a dumbbell wafter, plastic, yellow, but they're all soaked in the same soak, Heaven, from Baitworks. So yeah, feeling pretty confident now that I've seen that fish, to be fair. Just soaking up the evening, having a couple of beers, get dinner on the go in a bit. I've got chicken and chorizo wraps, so yeah, gonna enjoy them later. But for now I'm just going to soak up the rest of the evening as the sun sets, and see if anything starts showing or see if anything starts happening. Backup plan is to possibly move into the swim that I was in last time for a quick bite. I think I would only ever fish that swim if I want a quick bite, or like just fish it like one rod for a couple of hours, just bait and pole into the snags. But yeah, like I say, I lost a couple of fish and it was quite risky, so I don't know if that's because of the water levels up at the moment, and when the water level drops that it might be a better situation for actually landing them. But yeah, for now I'm going to stay away from that swim if possible, and try and catch them elsewhere, more my style anyway. Stay away from the going pegs and do my own thing. But yeah, a little update from me. For now, I'm just going to chill and enjoy the evening. Cool. Get up. Gotta eat well on the bank, boys and girls. Get up. Look at that. Right, join me in a different swim, a swim called Step Down. Got up this morning and the fish were showing in front of here. I had no bites last night, a very quiet night. Like I say, I was watching the water at 6 AM and a couple showed in front of here, so I'm going to fish here for the day. Run out to the left, quite long down this margin. It's quite a famous margin that Ollie from Nash fishes a lot. And then one to my right, which is actually closer to where the fish were showing. Probably an area that not many people actually put rods, because there's not really a snag or anything to fish to. It's just like an area really. But yeah, seen a couple of fish this morning as well, further down this bank in another swim in the corner, tight to a snag. I'm going to go home today, this afternoon, spend the evening and night with my family, and then me and Finley are coming back tomorrow. So hopefully we'll get in either this peg or the peg further down, because that's where I've seen most of the activity. And if we can't get one today, hopefully get one tomorrow with my boy. There we are, me and Finley back down the lake. I was down there yesterday, but nothing happened in the day, so I went home. Nice takeaway with the family last night, chilled. We're back down this morning. There he is. Hello, Finn. You say hello?
Who are you talking to?
The camera. I'm filming. Rods are out. Got one down this margin.
Why are you talking to the camera then talk?
And one down that margin.
I'm making the sip even sharper.
Okay, cool. That's it. Base is set. Oh, have a barbecue later, won't we, Finn? Have a barbecue, sit and chill. Hopefully one of these rods rips off, eh? Catch some carp and maybe a crayfish. There's Luigi. Alright, rods are out. Had a lovely day with Finley. Playing around, finding bugs, catching crayfish, and even had a barbecue and stuff. Had a little fire after with some marshmallows and everything. Really good. Didn't do too much filming because I just wanted to enjoy it with him. It's his first night this year and his first night down here at Crayfish. Yeah, it's looking good. Turn the camera around. There's the old fire, the old barbecue. It's a tight old swim, but luckily we can just about fit in here with the side door open as well. It's easy to get in and out. It's quite cushy, to be fair. Yeah, it's a lovely evening. I've seen a couple show just out here off this snag in the last 10 minutes. 2 fish have shown off that bank and off that area. So yeah, and I've climbed a tree today, and in that corner there's a couple of good fish sitting in the snag. So yeah, let's hope they venture out and get on the munch tonight. But it's a lovely evening. The sun's about to set. So yeah, I'm going to chill out now, have a cider, embrace the night. Finley wants to watch the bats. He hasn't seen a bat yet, so I'm going to show him the bats when they start flying around, eating all the flies. And yeah, it's just been a mega day really. It's stressful and full on taking the young kids, but you got to do it. It's just so good. Finley loves being out in nature. Gets them off the screens as well, which is mega. What it's all about, how it should be. Playing around, getting dirty hands, catching bugs, and hopefully tomorrow catching fish, or tonight. We've got to be off early in the morning. Well, I say early, we've got to be off here by 9. Finley's got a swimming lesson, so yeah, we're going to enjoy the night. Hopefully catch one tonight or tomorrow morning before we pack up, and then yeah, keep you posted. Right, so join me back at Crayfish. Last time I was here was the weekend just gone. It's now Wednesday, the week after the session I did with Finley, my boy. We didn't have anything, unfortunately. We had to pack up at, well, we left here at 9 in the morning because Finley had a swimming lesson. Had a great session though. It was so good to get out with Finley again this year. Did a couple of sessions with him last year, and then this year, just so excited. Taking it all in, no screen time, just playing around with insects and bugs and running around and just being a boy. It's amazing. But we're back down in a few days later. So yeah, we packed up here Sunday. It's now Wednesday, the following week. Just down for the quick night. Just finished work, got down just before dark. I'm in Mix Bay. A swimmer I like the look of and fancied at the weekend, to be fair, but someone else was in it, so left them to it. Well, they wasn't actually in here, they were in the swim over the road. And when someone's fishing that swim, this swim kind of gets written off. So I left them to it, and then ended up where me and Finn did, in the lawn. But someone ended up in here anyway, and he did have one actually, 27 I think. Old boy, had a nice fish. But yeah, it's got a margin to my right, which is a good looking spot, and I know they get down that margin. I bait and poled one down there, and then just straight out in slightly deeper water, just straight out in front of the swim. You can only go 6 wraps in the swim, it's kind of like a corner, can't go too far out, but I've seen a few fish show left of me behind the snag, and 1 or 2 out in front in deep water, so they're about. Yeah, it looks good. Buzzing to be back down, having a beer, just had a curry, and just soaking it all up. But it's looking good. Like I say, I'm going to try do as much filming as possible and vlog what I've got going on down here, but from session to session, hopefully we catch something tonight. But it's getting dark now, so I'm going to sit, chill out, now the rods and everything are set, now I've had dinner, and take it all in. But hopefully you see me in the morning with a carp in the net or holding one. We'll see what happens. So something to add to the last session that me and Finley did. When we packed up, we walked around, had a chat to a couple of the locals. One of the guys, I think his name was Lawrence, been on it for a year or so, maybe 2 years. Nice guy, and he actually caught the big one. He had clover at 39.14 I think, so just under £40. Second time he's had it, unfortunately both times just under 40, but mega fish, and good to see it come out. I only got to see the photos because it was early hours of the morning that he had it, but yeah, big one's still in here, which is always good, and looking healthy, which is always good as well. So yeah, I'm buzzing to see that or hear about that, and kind of glad it's come to someone who's fished here for a while as well. But yeah, a few fish have been coming out here and there. I saw some fish in the snags in between the lawn and reeds, but they seem to just go in there in the day and in the evenings because the sun comes round and shines on that after like midday onwards. So it's good like afternoon, evening sort of area. But I've done a night in the reeds and I've done a night in the lawn after seeing fish in that area, and not had any bites, and just feels a bit dead at night. So yeah, I've chosen a different area today for that reason. So at the start of the year, I feel like you just need to dot about a little bit, get to know some swims. It's only a small lake, so it's only like 3.5 acres. There's only like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 9 or 10 swims on it. So I'm going to dot myself about for a few sessions, get to know some swims, and just suss it out as I go, which I'm starting to do. So yeah, that's the plan. I've had 1 fish since I've been fishing here. I've only done 4 nights, and I've lost 2 or 3 in that same session. So yeah, gutted about that, but you live and learn. I wasn't to know about those snags, to be fair, but now I know. I haven't actually started. I know I can get bites on there again, but I think it's just too risky to fish. So fishing elsewhere, trying to work it out for myself, and create my own journey, if that makes sense. Not listen to too many people, or be influenced by too many people. I like to work it out myself. You know, you take anything you hear or see with a pinch of salt from everyone. Take the good information, ignore the bad, and just work it out for yourself is what I like to do. And yeah, I'm really enjoying the lake. Proper cool, proper carpy, proper bit of me, nice breath of fresh air, not too busy. Yeah, just enjoying it. And you know, hopefully we tick a few off before they spawn. Got probably a month or so. It's now mid-April. We've got it probably until the end of May until they spawn. So yeah, you see a few sessions hopefully. I'm going to do a little vlog from now all the way through spring. Hopefully do a spring vlog, maybe a summer vlog, and and then like an autumn winter vlog. Break it up into like 3 or 4 different videos rather than dropping them all the time. I'll just drop them seasonal, really. Seasonal video would be cool. We'll see how it goes. See how it all plans out. But yeah, for now, just gonna sit back and chill, and hopefully one of these rod trips off. Right, so as you can see, we're back down the lake. It's the Saturday after the quick Wednesday night that I did this week. Here with Finley, he wanted to get back out again, so I had 2 weekends in a row. Quiet weekends at home, so managed to get down with him, which is lucky. We've got a couple of busy weekends coming up, so we probably won't be able to get down for the next few weeks, so we're going to make the most of the time that we do have. Just another quick night, Saturday today. Got to be gone at like 9 in the morning because he's got a swimming lesson. And yeah, I was here Wednesday night and I did manage to stocky. I was meant to do a bit of filming in the morning, but it was all a bit mental. I had to rush off to work, so didn't get much footage or anything. But I did manage to stocky. It didn't weigh it. Lovely fish. Definitely one for the future. There's a short little video of that just lifting that I'm sure you'll see now. But yeah, another fish under my belt from a new swim. I've been focusing a bit of time in here now. Bit of bait went in on Wednesday morning after I left. I'm back on the spots now, so we'll see what happens tonight. Hopefully I can catch one with Finley, which will be good. It's going to be a beautiful hot day. Got a barbecue down here for later on. It's lovely and sunny, it's going to be hot. So yeah, sit behind the rods and see what happens. Alright, so we're back out again. There's a lot to update. So last time you would have seen was when I was out at the weekend. Saturday with Finley. I was in this swim here, that I'm back in now, which is there. But sadly and unfortunately we had to pack up at about 8 o'clock at night, just before dark, because Finley threw up everywhere. Take your son fishing. That's what they said. You'll have fun. Some of you might have seen on my stories. Came down looking good. We had a really good day. Occasionally he said he had a bit of a bellyache, which I was a little bit aware of, but he was alright in himself and everything, so we decided to stay, do the night. 8 o'clock at night, he lays down on my bed, watching YouTube on the phone. It's the only time he's was on my phone, to be fair. Chilling out, getting ready for bedtime, and he just looks at me and goes, "Daddy, my belly's hurting," and just sits up and yeah, just spewed everywhere. Covered the bed in sick, which was great. So yeah, I had no choice but to pack up, so I literally put him in the van, which is luckily just behind this swim. Put him in the van, settled him, and then I packed up everything, and yeah, made the journey home. Didn't get home until about 9 o'clock at night, which was eventful, so it wasn't meant to be. We that day was a good day, but then ended badly. So he woke up the next day absolutely fine, like nothing happened. Classic kids, eh? But yeah, the way I see it is a bit of bait went into the swim that I've been fishing for recently, so it's only a good thing. Anyway, I've come back down this week. It's now Wednesday. Yeah, it's the Wednesday after the Saturday that me and Finley were here, and as soon as I got here, some of the spots that I've been baiting down this right hand margin, there was fish up and down, they were feeding, or they look up for a bit of food, so I put a couple of handfuls in some of the margin spots that I've been trickling a bit of bait in the last couple of weeks, and a couple of them dropped down quite quick. There was probably about an hour or so where there was a good chance for a bite, so I fished with my 6-foot stalking rod down that margin for an hour or so, and then they kind of just disappeared. So I'm thinking like they get into this margin at a certain time of day, come into the evenings, they might back off, go to the other side or something, maybe to do with the sun or something, I don't know. Still trying to work that out, but they were here feeding. I see some good fish, some good commons, some really cool mirrors, and a couple of big ones. So yeah, excited, the buzz is alive. And yeah, anyway, just come down into the swim that I've been fishing and set up for the night, which I'll show you now. Seen this swim before, but yeah, so got one down to the right which I've bait and poled out, and then just one straight out towards that big tree. So there's a plane going over. Yeah, towards that pointy tree, about 5 wraps out. It's quite deep, but it's a lovely solid spot. I'm really hoping that one does a bite soon. I've had a little stocky that you would have saw last week off this right hand margin. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't get to fish it Saturday because I felt really good for a bite, and I probably, well, would never know, but I would like to think that I would have had one. It felt really confident Saturday night, but I had to cut the session short. So we'll see. I'm excited tonight to see what happens out of this swim. Hopefully we catch one out of here tonight, and then tomorrow I've got the day off, so it's Wednesday now. Tomorrow, Thursday, I've got a day off. I'm going to pack all my stuff up probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, depending on how things are gone or going. Load the van, get the mat out, my camera, a net, bait, and a 6-foot stalking rod, and I'm going to spend a day working that margin that I've been baiting for the last few weeks, and hopefully catch one out of here tonight, and then pack up tomorrow, catch one out of the margins tomorrow, if not 2. We'll see. I'm excited, I'm buzzing, so we'll see what happens. Right, welcome back. Little update. I completely forgot to update the camera before I left for work on my last session at the end of April. I was fishing in the corner, as you would have seen, and I did manage a carp early hours of the morning. Nice little scraper 20 common. Didn't weigh it, but got some nice photos of it, and you'll see that now. And then the weather got really hot the following week, and I didn't get back down because I thought they're just going to spawn, and that's that. I couldn't get down because I'm busy with work, so kind of ripped the spring off. I thought that's it, my time is done. I also had a social trip at the Mere in Essex, Ashbury Mere it's called. Used to be Cleveley Mere, quite a famous old historic lake. It's changed hands now, mega place. Had an absolute blast with the boys, absolute amazing, great company. It wasn't all about the fishing. We had three nights, 3 days to go at it, and yeah, you know, on the Saturday and stuff we wound in, went down the pub for a few pints, came back, got our rods out, had a big social barbecue together and stuff, and a few fish were cool. It was really hard going. Only out of 8 of us, only 3 of us caught, and I had to really work hard for a bite. But on the Sunday it all came good. I was baiting poling a rod out from this margin, going back to my swim, casting over my baiting pole, retrieving the baiting pole into the edge, grabbing my lead, going back round, tightening up the line, going back round to the baiting pole in the margin, putting my rig and my lead in the baiting pole with a bit of bait, and then shipping it underneath this bush near this out of bounds area. But it worked, and a couple of hours later I retrieved my first fish, which I was absolutely buzzing with. But yeah, like I said, I had to really work hard for that fish, and you'll be seeing that now as well. Nice 25 pounder, or just under 25 pound it was by an ounce. Nice mirror, and yeah, what a mega social. Loads of beers, loads of laughs, and that's what it's all about. So now it's the following week now, and the weather this week has been quite windy, a bit of rain and stuff, and the temperatures have been a bit lower, and for that reason a lot of the lakes that haven't spawned yet are not spawning, and I was like, right, this is my last chance, because next week, it's like mid-May now, and next week it's going to go up to 30 degrees and it's going to be hot all week, and any lake that were looking like they might spawn are definitely going to be spawning next week. So I said to my missus, I know I've just done 3 nights, but can I do a cheeky night overnight this week? Being an amazing wife that she is, she agreed and was like, yep, go down there, get it done. So here I am now, down here, and yeah, it's looking really, really good. There's a plane going over right now, so just let that pass. But yeah, it's looking really good. Got down here, I'm the only one here. The fish are going to spawn any minute, so it's my last chance, rolling the dice to try and catch a couple. And then that'll be the spring done on here, and then it'll be the next chapter after then, but hopefully we can catch one. But yeah, there's a little update. Sorry I didn't update you straight away on that actual session. Like yeah, I only get quick nights, so it's very it's hard to film in the mornings when you're packing up to go to work. But yeah, I'll do my best. Right, so I apologise. I do need to be better at filming me putting the rods out and showing you rigs and bait and all that sort of thing that people like to see, but like I said, I only do short sessions, so a lot of the time it's hard to get it all in, get it all filmed while rushing to get the rods out and get settled. But down this margin here, just turn it around, there's a lot of little pokey holes that you can do a bit of stalking and stuff, but from the swim up there where I'm fishing, I can bait and pole a rod down the margin here, and just fishing underneath this bush here. So I've bait and poled all the way from the swim down here. I've just dropped one under here, and then last time I was here and I was stalking, the fish were feeding here, but there were smaller ones, and all the big ones were feeding off the bottom of the shelf out here, where it's a lot deeper. Probably drops down to like 10 foot down there. So I've got one there as well. So I've got 2 rods down this margin, one on the bottom of the shelf, one on the top. But yeah, that's the spot I'm fishing. Sun's out. It was raining earlier. Got a nice wind, and it's looking good for a bite. Might do a bit of stalking tomorrow. I've got a bit of time in the morning before work, so I can always wind in, pack up this lot, and have a little mooch around the lake for some stalking, because this lake is famous for it's in the edge fishing, as you would have seen from people like Ollie Davis and stuff, fishing like half a wrap out or whatever, catching them in the edge here in boat pool. So yeah, if it doesn't happen here, there's a chance of a bite elsewhere before we pack up. But keep you posted. If I get a chance, I'll show you what I'm using and catching on, and rigs, wires, and my approach. But yeah, that's it. Let's see what we can do. Yes, we just had one. I'm absolutely buzzing. Nice quick bite down that margin that I've shown you. Mate, absolutely buzzing. Got some nice photos of the fish. I thought it was a recapture. It absolutely beasted me in the margin, and when it rolled a couple of times, it looked like the first fish I had out of here, called the Stunner. Nice scaly one, about the same sort of weight as well. And I was like, oh no, a recapture! Like, what are the chances? But it turns out it wasn't a recapture. As soon as I got in the net and rolled it over, I quickly realised it wasn't. Absolutely buzzing. Another fish under the belt. Yeah, it looked too good for it, man, and it's all come good. Left hand rod on the shallower margin spot. I have seen a couple of fish going up and down there, like dark shadows going up and down. So yeah, it was only a matter of time. But yeah, I've only had the rod out like an hour. Absolutely buzzing. She went £25.10. So yeah, I did weigh this one, and I'm absolutely buzzing. You'll see some footage of that now. I've got some nice stills and a nice little bit of footage, hopefully, on my SLR. But yeah, buzzing. Just got the rods out. Again, I was meant to film it and all that, but you know what it's like, the carnage. End of the day, it's a vlog, not a film. But yeah, got the rods back out. Literally just settled, cracked a beer. Carp buzz, come on. Feels good. Got to celebrate with a beer after a capture. Absolutely buzzing. So yeah, nice early bite. Still got the night and the morning tomorrow, and I don't have to go to work till like midday, so possibly a chance of a bit of stalking. So it's all to play for. It's looking good, and this is literally just before spawning. So who knows? Hopefully we can catch one of those 30-pounders or the big girl. Who knows? It's all to play for. But yeah, buzzing. Come on. Right, I said I'd show you the rig. It's now the following morning, and I got crayed last night. I had a bit of tiger nut and a pink corn on this one, and the tiger nut had gone and the pink corn had been chewed a little bit. So I've gone for double pink. Rod's going back out, ready for today. A few liners last night, but that was probably the craze. That's that multi-German rig that I've been using for years. I've actually got a bit of putty in there, but I put a bit of shrink tube around it just to protect it from the craze. Seems to be working well at the moment. Simple drop off inline. Thinking Angler's leader there. It's lead free, lead core. Yeah, simple 3.5 ounce, big fucking lead to nail them. Get this rod out. The other rod is on where I had that bite from yesterday, down the margin on the actual shallower shelf. Don't seem to be getting crayed so much there, and that's on a tiger nut and a bit of yellow corn. So yeah, let's get this rod out, see if we can get a bite. Yeah, like I say, last night was quiet, but I was kind of expecting that. They do turn up here at like mid-morning to afternoon, like mid-morning and then through till the afternoon. So I feel like the fish just go and hold out somewhere else, or see a fish show over deep water last night. So I've got a feeling they push out into deep water at night. It's not known for loads of night bites. Day bites and morning bites seem to, and even afternoon and evening bites seem to be good on this lake. So yeah, I'm not disheartened. I had a fish yesterday in the afternoon, so we've got today. We'll get this rod out, freshen up the bait and spots, ready for them to turn up. Right, so a little update. I gave it until about 9:30, 10 in my swim. I see one goes through the margin, but it's run through real quick. Haven't seen anything along that margin. Like I say, they get there sort of like after midday into the afternoon and evenings. So I thought, pack up. I've come round to the other side. This area is getting a bit more sun at the moment, and there's always fish in these snags. So got one rod boated, one rod poled out right up against the snags. So I'm sitting on this one rod. I'll probably give it till about 12:30 in this swim, see if we can nick a bite from here, and then I have put some bait down the margins in 3 or 4 different little areas. So on the way back out we'll check those areas, which is the same bank that I was fishing last night. But yeah, I couldn't sit in that swim any longer, so I thought try and make it work round here, try and nick a bite here, and then go back round there this afternoon, try and nick a bite before we go home on that margin. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Trying our best. I'm happy, I've caught one more fish before spawning, but it'd be nice to catch one more today to wrap things up for the spring. But yeah, keep you posted, see what happens. Right, little update. So I didn't film anymore after the last session. It's now a couple of weeks after that session. I didn't have anything from, I moved around to the Greenbank swim, and I tried stalking out of there underneath, or up towards snags where fish were, but I only had like an hour or so. Nothing happened, and I went home. So I ended up with that, I think it was 25 pound mirror, nice scaly one that you would have seen on that session the night before when I set up. I had a quick bite, it was within an hour. So yeah, happy days with that. But nothing happened the next day. Worked hard at it, but it just wasn't playing ball. Seems to be sort of the way it goes on here. You kind of catch one quick and then nothing sort of happens for a while, or you wait a long time and then something happens right at the end. I haven't had like a flurry of bites on here, but it keeps you moving, it keeps it interesting. So yeah, I'm back down now. This is 2 weeks later. So last week was really hot. I think we got up to like 30, 31 degrees. Most lakes spawned. I kind of ripped my spring off. I thought, right, that's it. Fish are going to be spawning. But as far as I know, I don't think they have spawned on here. Some of the other lakes on this complex have, but this one I haven't heard anything yet, and haven't seen anything. So the weather this week is absolutely mega. Hence why I'm back down. So it went from like 30 degrees, and then this week wind, rain, cooler temperatures, and a lot of low pressure. Big plane coming over now. But yeah, it was just too good to miss. So I kind of hung up the rods for a bit in my mind. But when I saw the weather, and I saw a few friends that are out and they were catching this week, it's now Thursday, and at work yesterday and last night, I was sitting at home and I was thinking, I kind of feel like I need to get out. And then this morning I was just like, it started raining, but it's like, those summer showers you get. It's this real carpy sort of weather, and I thought I've got to get out. So I said to the missus, I'm going to do a night tonight. She gave me the thumbs up, so here I am. And yeah, we'll talk you through where I'm going, what I'm doing. Yeah, it's nice to be back out. Hopefully a chance of one or two more before my spring is actually done. See what we can do. I was going to do a piece to camera earlier, but I chilled out, had a beer and some dinner. And one of the local lads who fishes here quite a lot came round to see me. As we're sitting there chewing the fat, my right hand rod absolutely rips off. Hit into a fish and had it on for 10, I had it on for a while, 10-15 seconds of like feeling actual fish. It was kiting along the margin, and there's no snags to any of our knowledge over there, but for whatever reason it's just caught on something and I cannot move it. Tried everything for the next half hour to an hour, slackened off, give it half hour, 20 minutes, like just slackened off, seeing if it would move. Kept tension on it, got a higher ground behind me, everything, different angles. There's no boat here for me to jump in and go and retrieve the fish or see it. Didn't really, like, once it locked up, it didn't really feel like there was any fish there. Just felt like it just locked up into like woodwork, bit of branch or tree. Once they get around that, we all know they get a bit of slack line, they do the hook, and then you're just stuck into the snag quite quickly. So yeah, lost the fish, unfortunately. I've just got the rod back out. So yeah, a little bit wounded, a little bit gutted. Another early bite. I was surprised really because you know, I made a bit of disturbance getting that rod, them rods set today. The marker out, bait out, few casts, getting the rods absolutely right. Been out probably an hour, maybe 2 hours, and then right and rods ripped off, which is good, but yeah, another one lost, unfortunately. It's just, yeah, worst feeling ever. But rods back out, fresh rig, fresh bait. That's it. I just wish I had a boat just to go and get maybe a different angle on it, just to make sure there wasn't a fish there. But what are you meant to do? I don't know. There's no other option. Just try different angles, and I was trying different angles, and then the line just parted. Obviously I caught in a bit of woodwork, and a lot of the woodwork in lakes like this have a lot of mussels and debris on them, and yeah, it's just cut the line, but I couldn't feel any fish. I was just trying everything, but yeah, we've all been there. Unfortunately, fish lost, but rods are back out. Still plenty of time tonight to or early hours of the morning to get another bite. But yeah, feeling a bit low, a bit wounded. Not good. So before that bite, I was going to come on and just say how I'm fishing it. 17 rod lengths to the other side. Similar area to where I've had the last fish in my last session, fishing from step down. And from that swim, you just got a left hand rod, just like baiting pole down the margin you would have seen when I caught that last nice scaly 25 pounder. But like I say, it felt like a sort of one rod sort of swim. So this session I felt like doing something different. I felt like having a cast, not using the baiting pole, and from this swim you're fishing the same water but from the opposite side, so you're casting two rods over to it. I feel like the line lays better, the angle's better, even though I've just lost one. I do feel like both your rods are fishing, whereas the other swim you're fishing one good rod bang on the spot and then one just off of it, and I feel like that one just off of it you're putting out for just the sake of it. So yeah, this is that was the plan. So yeah, still fishing the same rigs as last time, the multi-German rig with a bit of bright pink corn, plastic corn that's been soaked in the heaven from Baitworks, and a tiger nut that's also been soaked in some special stuff the last few weeks, which I won't talk about right now, but yeah, a little mixture that I've been making up and soaking my tiger nut hook baits in. Seems to be doing the do, and that's what we're doing. Just still gutted about that fish, man. I hate losing them, especially when it's kind of, you feel like it's out of your hands, there's nothing you can do. It's like really irritating, but the rods are out. Still got time. Hopefully we can make it 1-1 and leave on a high. I can't leave with that lost fish. Not that would be a really shit way to end my spring, but that's carp fishing. Yeah, we'll see what tonight brings. Morning, people. Yeah, nice quiet night. Say nice, no fish. But yeah, seen a few this morning. Had a few liners, and about a half hour ago, just out in front of my swim, a fish showed. Oh, it's fishing up there now. There's a bit of weed out in front of this swim, like a rod length out, and then the other side of it, a fish showed twice. And then I started to notice a few like fizzers coming up, so I got a stiff hinge on, nice smelly pop up, and casted way beyond it, kind of reeled the lead along the surface and then just dropped it where those fish showed and where the fizzes are. I've only got probably an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and then I have to get on the motorway to get to work. The other rod's still on the main spot over the other side. Still looks good, still feels good for it. Yeah, it's nice to actually wake up and see a bit of activity like fizzing and stuff. It's the first time I've seen it on there. So yeah, it's quite exciting. There's some there now, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's just down here. Just off this jetty. Yeah, it's looking good. It feels good for it. It's going to hold it out. I'm going to pack up. Luckily my van's right behind the swim, so pack all the gear away, leave the rods out till last minute. And yeah, hopefully we can catch one, because I'm still wounded from that loss last night. This is probably my last session for the spring. So yeah, be a bit of a downer to finish it on a loss. So see what we can do. If not, I might have to come back next week and bit of redemption. But yeah, I did tell myself that I'd finish the spring and have a little break, get back in like mid to late summer. But yeah, if you don't see me, it's because I blanked, and that's the end of that spring. But if you do, hopefully you'll see me have a fish and we can finish on a high. Proper old one. Get in. Way healthy anyways. Yeah. It's wicked. Well done, Matt. Right, so yeah, as you can see, that was a fish called Dexter, 32 pounds, spawned out, but yeah, weights don't really matter in here anyway. It's not that sort of lake, but yeah, absolutely buzzing. Finally got one of the good ones, one of the old warriors. What a way to finish the spring, absolutely buzzing. So my plans now will be have a little break. June, July, I normally ride my BMX a lot more, spend a lot of time with the family, enjoy the summer, and then I'll be back in August ready to hit it hard again, hopefully tick off a few more of these special old carp. So yeah, you will see me then. Might do the odd night or the odd session in the summer if the weather's right, but generally I hang up the rods, wait till August when they're back looking healthy and back on the munch. But yeah, what a way to finish, absolutely buzzing. Right, so I said that was going to be it, but I couldn't resist. The weather was too good the week after you last saw me, so it's the week after I caught that Dexter fish. Had to get back down. The fish are spawned, but it's fishing well, and the weather's just mega. And I didn't do much filming last night because I'm running out of memory and battery, but I'm pretty sure I've just got a clover in the net. Biggest mirror in the lake. I was fishing the other side on the point last night, got done by the crays, no good all night, and then they were showing over in front of this swim all this morning, sheeting up. So I got round here, put the rod out, 5 or 6 baits over the top. 10 minutes later. Absolutely buzzing. There you go. That's a wrap. Absolute carnage in the swim. I am buzzing. £36, literally dead on £36. So obviously spawned out because it's normally around £40. Bit of a shame, but still mega to catch it. I was on a roll, needed to keep going with it, and the weather was too good again. So, and then next week's hot, 30 degrees again for a couple of weeks. So timed it right, and it's pretty mad. This is the first swim I fished when I got down here and I started this campaign, and I don't think it'll be my last, but this is where I started. And I see a fish show on my first session out here, and this is where it's all happened. This is where I've finished my campaign, really, because there was one called CPs in here, and I think that one's sadly gone now because it's on the missing list. No one's caught it for a year or two, and yeah, unless that pops up, I don't think I'll be back. I don't know. There's only 2 others I want. One called the Baby Long. And a fish called Bob. There's some other bangers in here, but obviously they're the main ones. So we'll see. I might come back in the summer a little bit here and there, do a bit of stalking, try and catch them ones. But yeah, I think my time's done for now. Shame I've had my good fish spawned out, but still had them. So yeah. I think the next adventure will be over on Boaty, over on Boat Pool. Maybe start there in the summer when the weather's right, and definitely hit it hard in the autumn winter. But yeah, absolutely buzzing. What a way to finish. Get up.